Look, let's just have a very, very brief look at the papers this morning with Liz Kershaw and Benjamin Butterworth, who are back in the studio this morning. We're very tight for time, you two. Let's have a look at the Times, Liz, should we? Because I'm distraught to learn people aren't liking coronation quiche.
Well, it's been announced by the French that it's not even a quiche. The only quiche has got to have ham-bacon bits in it, quiche Lorraine, and they've just dismissed it as a royal tart. So, lots of people are choosing not to have it, but then on the other hand, if you wanted to make it, try going into a supermarket and getting eggs, because the palace has chosen to designate the official dish of the coronation as one that's egg-based at a time that, because of avian flu and all sorts of other factors, eggs are in short supply anyway. But I went in yesterday and the only ones you could get were like Burford Blues, £6 for half a dozen or something. So fat chance. But people are turning back to 1953 and the coronation of the Queen, Elizabeth II, and bearing in mind, we are so lucky now. I saw a guy last night in a supermarket filling a carry bag with sweets to dish out to the kids. Rationing of sweets after the Second World War was only abolished in 1952, just before the coronation. Meat and other protein rationing went on until 1954, so you had to eat what you can get coupons for in 1953. But the official dish was coronation chicken, and apparently the ingredients for that are flying off the shelves. I didn't know that it contained, of course, chicken, but also apricot jam, whipped cream, mayonnaise and curry powder, as well as red wine and onions. So that's the nation's favourite over the quiche, apparently. And if you get the Sun, it also tells you how to make a Big Marge. See what they did there in a Big Mac? A Big Marge burger.
Oh, right. Oh, well, there you go.
Well, I don't blame them. I love a coronation chicken, to be fair, over a quiche. Benjamin, we haven't got long, but let's just have a quick look at Ed Sheeran, who's won his law case against Marvin Gaye. This is in The Guardian.
He has, yeah. The family of Marvin Gaye tried to sue him for his song Thinking Out Loud, saying that it sounded like Marvin Gaye's Let's Get It On, which you can't really say without singing, right? But I don't want to sound bizarre. But he's managed to win it. Now, Ed Sheeran had said that he would quit music altogether if he lost this. And basically the judge said, and we've had so many cases like this recently, that the basics of a song cannot be copyrighted, they cannot be owned by anybody, and that's what Ed Sheeran used. And so he said that there's no chance he's going to give up the day job now. He's going to stick to making music. So, you know, commiserations for some people who don't like the ubiquitous Ed Sheeran sounds on the radio. But yeah, I think you've seen quite a few of these. There's quite a lot of people who seem to be trying to cash in on super famous pop stars having big hits and then claiming that the basic sounds that make up popular songs can be owned. And it's clearly ridiculous.
Yeah, well, there you go. He's won again as Ed Sheeran, not the first time he's been taken to court. Look, good to see you both. Thanks very much indeed. Don't go anywhere. We've got all the very latest on the local elections coming up. Plus, of course, the build-up to the coronation this weekend as we soak in the atmosphere here at the Palace. This is Breakfast on GB News.